This is Ben Summer. I own and operate BandsLikeRush.com, a music discovery podcast and blog featuring up-and-coming progressive rock bands. Enjoy this video edition of the podcast and check out my own music. Visit my website at bensummer.com. If you sign up for the email list, you'll get 3 free downloads. Hi, this is Ben Summer with BandsLikeRush.com. I'm here with Bjorn from the band Trio, the Rhythm, which is an abbreviation for The Rhythm is Odd. Kind of a cool name, cute name. Bjorn, say hi and just tell the audience a little bit about the band, where you're from, and what you've been up to lately.
Well, as you said, my name is Bjorn and I'm from the band The Rhythm is Odd. We are kind of a progressive fusion/rock trio from Sweden in Scandinavia, Europe. Lately we have released our second album. It's called Raw Material, which probably hit the market any day now. We have it out for sale on iTunes and other online stores at the moment, but the series is on the way to a couple of stores, web stores in the US and so on.
Right. Cool. Yeah. I think I came across your band months ago and had it on my short list to interview you guys, and I noticed you started publishing a video or two on the web. Are these for your upcoming album?
Some of them. That's our second album, which is out now. The first one we released under the name Trio. It's called From Nowhere to Eternity. And we released that album. It was on the fall 2008. Right.
Now you're a power trio, like a lot of great progressive rock bands. Rush being the primary one. You have a very heavy sound, a very kind of a raw sound, which I like. So do you guys play, it sounds like you play and record live as a group and you don't do much overdubbing. Is that correct?
Exactly. We don't do any at all except the voice parts.
Right. No, it's you managed to fill out the sound very well, but what's great is to hear, just like Rush, the great Rush songs, even when there's a involved guitar solo, even on the recorded albums, the studio albums, there's really not many rhythm guitars, backing guitars. It's just a real power trio, and you've the bass sound in your album in your band is very strong, very thick, and kind of fills out the texture. I really like that.
Thank you.
Are you the bassist?
Yes, that's me.
Cool.
I think we try to capture a certain kind of feeling when we do this live also, because for bass and drums it's more or less one instrument. You can't separate them too much, and the guitars needs to be around also to get this special feeling in the music. So I think live is the only way to do this.
Live in the studio, you mean? Yeah,
live in the studio, yeah, of course.
Right. Agreed. So, how is the you're not the first non-American band I've interviewed, but I haven't interviewed too many. I've interviewed a few. What's the scene like for progressive rock in Sweden?
Swedish progressive bands seems to be rather popular abroad, especially in the US and so on. But since Sweden the population is not so big here, it's not so big audience for this kind of music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So where do your fans come from for the most part, if not Sweden?
If you look into the sales figure, it's usually the US.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I'd heard the opposite from some of the American bands I've interviewed. They say, we don't have much of an audience in the U.S., but whenever we go to Europe to tour or to play, people go nuts. That's kind of funny.
I can imagine that, because it will be more exotic or some kind of way when the band comes from America, or in the opposite, as in this case, when the American audience sees a band that comes from abroad, it gives a certain kind of attention, I think.
Oh, right. That's a good point. That's probably true. Cool. So your new album comes out soon. Do you have any events coming up? Well, not that it makes any difference to my audience, unless you're coming to the U.S. But anything special aside from the album release you want to talk about?
No, we haven't planned any performances or tours at the moment because we was rather focused on the album.
Right.
And the album is actually released. You can order the CD right now from Bandcamp, and in a week or so you can order it from Abstract Logics or CD Baby.
Oh, excellent. Great. Best of luck, and contact us next time when your next album is released as well. We'll talk again.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Let's listen to a full-length track from the band's latest album, Raw Material. This is called Traveler.
Caminante, caminante, no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Caminante, caminante, no hay camino, se hace camino al andar.